Welcome to this explainer. You know, if you work in education, you're probably intimately familiar with that specific kind of exhaustion that comes from, well, an ever-growing mountain of administrative paperwork. Right? You didn't get into teaching to be a professional form filler. It honestly feels like the busy work just completely overshadows the actual teaching sometimes. But good news, today we're exploring a way out. We're going to see how modern technology, specifically automation, is stepping in to eliminate that busy work. It's all about helping schools operate smarter, not just harder.
Real quick, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover what education automation actually is, how it streamlines daily operations, and how it drives data-driven decision-making. Then we'll do a reality check on the challenges of digital transformation and wrap up with how to practically implement these smart solutions. Let's dive in.
All right, Section 1. What is education automation?
Can education be automated? Now, that is a provocative question, and honestly, it immediately sparks a bit of panic for some folks. When we hear the word automation, our minds kind of jump straight to those dystopian sci-fi movies, right? But let's clear the air right off the bat here. We are absolutely not talking about robots replacing teachers in the classroom. No way. The human element of teaching is totally irreplaceable. What we're actually looking at is something entirely different.
By definition, education automation is just the use of smart technologies to streamline processes, boost efficiency, and cut down on human error. So again, no androids at the chalkboard. Instead, automation is all about handling the heavy lifting of repetitive, behind-the-scenes administrative work. Think of it like this. You let the software handle the tedious data entry so your staff can get back to focusing 100% on the students.
Just look at the stark contrast between the past and the future of school operations. Yesterday's schools, man, they were bogged down by painfully slow manual processes. We're talking endless data entry, totally disconnected parent emails, and that time-consuming grading that literally eats up your entire weekend. But tomorrow's agile reality, it replaces all that friction with automated student registration, real-time notification systems, and rapid electronic assessments. It's a fundamental game-changing shift in how a school functions on a day-to-day basis.
Which brings us perfectly to Section 2. Streamlining daily school operations.
When you target these 4 core applications, administrative tasks, assessment and grading, attendance tracking, and communication, you instantly reduce the routine friction across the entire campus. Just by addressing these specific areas, you are hitting the major pain points of practically every single faculty member. Actually, let's zoom in on just one of those for a second, assessment and grading.
By automating the assessment phase, the whole dynamic changes. Instead of a teacher spending, a dozen hours a week tallying up multiple choice tests, electronic tools step in to provide instant grading and detailed automated reports. Teachers get immediate, actionable insights into exactly where a student's strengths and weaknesses lie, and they get to keep their evenings and weekends. That is a massive win for both teacher retention and student support.
Moving right along to Section 3, data-driven decision-making. There's a great quote that says, automation represents a significant shift in how data is managed because it enables the accurate and rapid collection and analysis of information. And that really hits the nail on the head. This is a vital transformation. We're moving from simply hoarding a mountain of data in dusty filing cabinets or isolated spreadsheets to actually using it to drive the institution forward. Automation gives you immediate, actionable analysis.
Think of it like a perfectly interconnected ecosystem. You've got cloud storage securely holding the data so anyone with the right clearance can access it instantly. Then interactive dashboards take all that raw data and turn it into visual, easy-to-understand metrics. And meanwhile, automated reports are generating specific analyses tailored for different academic or administrative departments. This effectively smashes those traditional silos, making sure communication flows seamlessly between the front office and the classroom.
So the crucial takeaway here is that administrators don't have to just react to end-of-year testing anymore, because the system is constantly collecting accurate performance data and converting it into clear metrics. School leaders can actually predict educational challenges early. They can spot learning gaps in real time. That means you can intervene rapidly, improving student outcomes way before minor hiccups snowball into major educational roadblocks.
Okay, Section 4. Challenges of digital transformation.
Time for a reality check, because we've got to be objective here. You can't just flip a magic switch and automate a whole school. Providing a robust technical infrastructure, that is incredibly tough on tight school budgets. You have to secure funding not just for the shiny new software, but for hidden costs like ongoing updates. Plus, you have to patiently guide staff through the learning curve if they lack technical skills.
And of course, there's the constant, evolving need to handle system updates and cybersecurity. These are very real, very significant hurdles.
Because of those hurdles, going digital requires some incredibly careful strategic planning. Without taking these challenges seriously, schools risk becoming overly reliant on technology that actually bogs down their operational efficiency instead of speeding it up. You really have to plan strategically to ensure you're getting maximum benefit without disrupting the daily learning environment.
Let's wrap things up with Section 5, Implementing Smart School Solutions.
Institutions can definitely ensure a solid return on their investment if they follow a clear roadmap. First up, clearly define your objectives. Don't just buy software for the sake of it. Buy solutions that solve actual identified needs. Step 2, honestly assess your technical readiness. Step 3, invest heavily in ongoing staff training. Because let's face it, a tool is completely useless if the teachers don't know how to use it. And finally, select flexible, cloud-based systems that integrate easily so you avoid any unnecessary complexity.
If we look at a modern platform like Skolera, we can see how an integrated solution applies these exact concepts in the real world. This isn't just theoretical stuff. A system like this empowers teachers by putting diverse tools all in one place. We're talking everything from multimedia content creation and organized schedule building to robust testing tools with multiple question types. It handles the accurate attendance records and even automates sending regular behavioral notes directly to parents. It's just a totally unified ecosystem.
I want to leave you with this absolutely vital thought today. Despite all this incredible cutting-edge technology, the human role of the teacher absolutely cannot be replaced. Human interaction is the essential element here. Automation is really just designed to handle the tedious tasks, completely freeing up educators so their irreplaceable empathy, mentorship, and inspiration can actually thrive. When we automate the operations, we humanize the education. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. It leaves us with one pretty thrilling question. If AI and automation take over all the paperwork, what incredible heights will our schools reach when teachers are finally free to just teach?